the Capital Area Food Bank Video Library. Today we will be making a breakfast burrito. This is a great recipe, very easy. You can substitute with a bunch of different vegetables, whatever is in your fridge. So let's get started. I have already put on my first burner to medium-high heat, and I will add my 1 tablespoon of oil so it can heat up while I introduce you to the rest of the recipe. So what else do we have here? We have 1/3 of a cup of beans. I use dark red kidney beans. You could use black beans is another great option for this burrito today. We also have 1 red pepper. We're gonna cut up and get 1/3 of a cup of the red pepper. Same with the onion. We're gonna get about 1/3 of a cup of an onion once we cut this together. I have 1 egg. The egg is optional. If you'd like to put it in your breakfast burrito, you can. I've decided today I'll be scrambling it in the other pan here. And then we also have our whole wheat burrito wrap. So these tortillas will be used to wrap everything in our burrito. So while that's heating up, we're gonna get to cutting this onion. So a great way to cut an onion is to first cut the edges off, or 1 edge off, and then peel it. So this can be, usually it peels off very nicely. And there you have it, nice and peeled. So what I'm going to do is cut it in half again this way. So we still have 1 end that's together, and that's the end we're gonna hold. So you'll be holding the end that we did not cut off. And a great way to cut an onion is we're gonna slice like this all the way to the bottom, but not towards here, so that it all stays together. And you know how sometimes you're cutting an onion and you have to collect all the pieces because they all fly away? This is the best way to solve that. So see, I'm cutting through to the bottom, but not all the way to the end. Okay. You're gonna wanna make them around bite-sized pieces. And then the best part is we go this way and we find these beautifully diced onion slices. Perfect. And that is about, oh, excuse the mess. That is about 1/3 of a cup right there. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'll be putting that in my compost bin we have here at the food bank. I'm gonna put those right in. You can hear them sizzling already. We wanna get those cooking, and that already smells delicious. Let me tell you, anytime I'm cooking with onions or garlic, it smells so good. And next we're gonna do the pepper. So a great way to cut a pepper, I find the easiest way, is just to cut off the 4 sides. So like this, you cut off 1 side and then you lay it flat, because you always want to lay it flat to make it easier for you and to make sure our fingers stay intact. Cut off that side, and cut off this side. And I like to, you can use the bottom too, so I usually cut that off as well. I'll put that in my compost pile over here. So since we don't need that much pepper today, I'm only going to use, I think, 1 of the sides. And so we're just going to cut it into long slivers like this, and then we'll cut the slivers into more bite-sized pieces, just like that. And if you would like to measure it, you can. I eyeball, but let's see. This is my 1/3 of a cup, which the recipe recommends, and pretty close. A few more peppers than recommended, but that would never hurts anyone. So I'm gonna throw those peppers in with the onions and give it a nice stir. Oh, if only you could smell the aromas coming through. It smells so delicious. And while that is cooking, I'm going to start scrambling my egg. So I'm going to use a little more oil. You can divide up your tablespoon of oil between the 2. I'm just going to use a drop. Another thing is you can do this all in 1 pan. So if you want to cook this first and then cook the egg later, that is fine. scramble this all, set it aside, and then you can cook the egg in the exact same pan that you did before. I am a lazy scrambled egg scrambler. That's even a word. I usually will scramble my egg in the thing. So I crack it open, put it in there, not when it's too hot yet, and that's gonna go in my compost. The eggshells can be composted. And then I just scramble it in here like that. To me, it saves a dish and it tastes just as good. So you can see I'm scrambling here. We'll check on our onions and peppers. They are smelling good. I wish you could smell along with me. Another great thing is this is when you could add a little bit of seasoning or spice if you so desire. So you could add a little cumin in, you could add a little chili powder, red pepper flakes, whatever you find you enjoy best with your burritos. You feel free to add that in now with everything cooking. Sure that you're keeping up with scrambling so the egg doesn't stick too much to the bottom. And that is why we put the oil in as well. Egg is almost there. You can see it's starting to look like a scrambled egg. Let's check on our peppers and onions. Also looking delicious, smelling good. So we're gonna wait till the onion starts to get a little golden brown. So right now I can see it's kind of getting see-through, which is a great step. That means it's gonna be cooking through. Oh, can't forget about the scrambled eggs over here. And those look done. So they seem to be done right now, and I'm going to add in the beans. And while they are warming, I'm going to move all this to the side and get my tortilla ready. So I'm using a whole wheat tortilla today, as I said earlier. You can know they're whole wheat by looking at the back of the ingredients. So when you're reading the ingredients on the back of your tortillas, the first ingredient should be whole wheat tortillas. And I have my tortilla here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off my stovetop, and I'm going to put all of my vegetables in here. And as I said, you can use whatever vegetables you want. So if you have mushrooms or spinach or cabbage that you want to cook up, if you have shredded carrots would also be delicious. And I'm also going to put in my egg. Look at those colors. That looks beautiful. I'm going to show it to you closer up. How beautiful does that look? And you can see it is steaming and delicious. And so then I might be able to fit more. I always overdo my burritos. I put all my goodies in and then they fall out. I'd rather have more. Wow. Look at that. So beautiful. And then we're going to roll it as we would with a burrito. And if you're not good at rolling burritos, me neither. So roll it as best you can. You can even make it into a taco as well. And there we go. We have our breakfast burrito. So simple. You can use any leftover foods in your fridge. If you made tacos or burritos the night before, save the insides and you can just scramble up an egg in the morning and put it with a tortilla and you are good to go for a healthy breakfast burrito to start your day. I hope you enjoyed, and if you'd like to see this recipe, please click on the link below and you'll be able to cook along with us and find all of our other great recipes at the food bank. Have a good one.